Your self-talk can help you in virtually any area of your life, any area. You know, I always talk about that you can find success in every single area of your life and that you can excel in times of change. Always, always, always. And your self-talk dictates that. Why your self-talk? That's neuroplasticity. You are rewiring your brain. Very exciting. You were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed. Hey, it's Lynnie Wennerstrom, and I am here to help you to change your self-talk from negative to positive, to change those mental programs that are holding you back, stopping you, slowing you down, creating self-doubt. You know, I had this video, and it's really funny. I want you to see the sunset. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The Sangre de Cristo Mountains. So beautiful. Maybe I could just do it this way. Anyway, self-doubt. Self-doubt is a robber of dreams. Why is it a robber of dreams? It steals your dreams. It steals you may be super motivated, and then all of a sudden you have self-doubt. But could I do that? And how can I do that? And what makes me think I can do that? Do I think I'm good enough to do that? Whatever it is, self-doubt just creeps in, and it stops us in our tracks. It is very, very insidious and very powerful. And where does it come from? Lack of self-esteem. Your self-talk, in a nutshell, your self-talk. So let's talk about that, about, when other people say things, when they doubt you, and then that contributes to your self-doubt. And because you're already, I think I can do it. And then you go and you tell someone and they're like, you can never do that. Our family never did things like that. Or you might have people say, you got it, go get it, go do it. And then you self-doubt and you hold yourself back. But you could have people around you that really don't believe in you because they don't believe in themselves. And they'll have programs running, their mental programs. We're talking about mental programs here. I'm going to talk about different programs. I'm going to talk about the program of positive self-talk, so that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created, because that will change your neuroplasticity. That is neuroplasticity. That will tap into it and help you to change your mental programs. I have to put this way, apologies, but because the wind is blowing it. Okay, and I don't want it to fly. Well, you'd fly that way, and I'd have to catch you. Anyway, so this is really importante that you understand the power of your self-talk and what it means for your success in life, in finding success in every single area of your life. Just think if you had so much self-trust, that you trusted your decisions, you trusted the ability, like, I'm going to take this course because it aligns with my purpose. It's what I want to do. And I know that it will help me to further where I want to go in life. And rather than, could this help me? Do I have enough money? Do I, and as part of what I was just saying, and I'm going to put the resources, the investment into myself so that I do find that success because I believe in myself that mucho. Okay, that was the first one. And now the second one, the contrasting is, do I have enough money? Can I make it if I try? And will I be supported? Will I keep going? Will I be motivated and then fall out? Like, can I trust myself? I don't think anyone really says, can I trust myself? But you think about that, and that is humongarungus. Can you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself to make the right decisions that are the best for you? Because only you know what is the key to your success. Only you know that. When you have self-doubt, you stop that. You stop the flow of energy. And we talk about, as a spiritual guide and mentor, yes, a self-talk trainer and a life coach. Yes, I'm all that. Yet I really lean into the spiritual, because that is, we are both spirit and human at the same time. We are divine humans. Divine, literally. The spirit flows through us, that divinity, It lives within us. We are that. And we are an individual expression of that, of the one God, the one creator, the one universe, whatever you want to call that higher power. You are an individual expression of that, which means you are super powerful. You can be, do, change, have, create, become absolutely anything that you put your mind to, that you say, this is where I'm going to place my focus, and this is what I'm going to do. So when you start believing that, and I'm telling you, the reason why I went with, and I'm going to read a passage from Dr. Shad Helmstedter's book for you today, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk, and I'm going to encourage you to download the app, because the app is the self-talk language that will help you through neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself, because you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, and you can reprogram, rewire your neural pathways, neurons, that and change those pathways so that they're firing and wiring together to help you to succeed by giving them. I'm going to read this passage to you, and you're going to see the self-talk phrases that are in the self-talk language. It is a language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created for the brain. Very specific to the brain. The brain is like a supercomputer. It's way more than that, but it's like a supercomputer. It's totally, I mean, we are connected to the divine. But yet for planet Earth, one, it wants to keep you safe. So it's going to hold you back. The amygdala is going to kick in, and you're going to run. So it's flee, freeze, or fight, freeze, or flee, or whatever. You're going to run like crap if something is bothering you. And in today's world, the things that scare us, they're up here. They're from the 3D world. There's scarcity. There's not going to be enough. There's not enough for everyone. Too much competition in that field. I could never get into that. I'm just one little minion. Oh, the puppies want to go inside. Okay, be inside. Be adentro. Come on, Feather. Happy beans. So it's really, really potent and powerful to change your self-talk so that you can start to have incredible self-trust, self-love, self-belief, self-confidence. Like, I got this. I am both spirit and human. I am a divine human. I am part of the divine. Spirit flows through me. That's my breath. My words are so key. I was listening. In fact, I think where divine human is Greg. Very unlike me to forget names. Very unlike me not to remember Greg's last. Greg. Oh my gosh, it was. Anyway, his book, I think it's called Divine Humans. But I was listening to him on a podcast, and I kind of had stopped listening to him because he started really going into things that I was into many years ago. I just really believe that when we focus on what we want, and we focus on our gifts, and we focus on loving the world and pouring that love into that, that we change the world, because we change starting with ourselves, and we push that love out there. Like, it doesn't push out there, like literally it emanates from us, and it changes it's frequency. And when you are in frequency carries information. So when you're vibrating at a high frequency, and you've got that information flowing out there, then your heart is open, then you're bringing that back into your heart, whatever it is that you're looking for. If you're looking for self-confidence, if you're looking for an answer to something that you're trying to, you want to get more creative, and you want an answer like, what's my next step? So get creative with the divine, with the spirit. And anyway, what I was going to say is what Greg had said, and I wish I could remember his last name right now. Very unlike me to not remember his last name. It is so interesting what is happening in my life, and I'm working on it immensely. I don't know if I'm just overloaded or what. This has happened. This is about the 4th or 5th time that I have just, a word or something, a name has just escaped me, and I use that. It's very unlike me, because I believe that it is very unlike me. yet it's very real in my life right now. And I recognize that there's been a lot of stress. In fact, I had an immense headache that I couldn't even get out of bed, and I was except to go toss my cookies, which I hadn't had any food for a couple of days. I was that sick with that headache. And anyway, so there wasn't a video for a few days. But here I am, reading you a passage. But let's read the passage. And what was I going to tell you about Greg? Man, his name will come to me. You're probably like, his name is Divine Human. And anyway, he was talking about just how powerful our words are. And he gave this example of the power of and this hit me. This was like at 3:00 this morning that I listened to it, and I was blown away. Like, I was so grateful for having heard what I heard. It was something that I was searching for, and I didn't even know I was searching for it. But it was the ability to use my words to not empower, but when you finish watching one of my videos, I really have the intention and the desire that you believe so mucho in yourself, and you believe the words I'm saying, using science, using spirituality, using whatever, that you feel like you can do it. Like, okay, I got this. And if you come back every day, then and listen to that you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, and then we have our conversation daily. I really want my words to move you to where you leave feeling emotionally that you know that something has shifted within you each time. That is my intention. And what Greg did this morning, I'm going to put it in the notes because I'm not going to focus on it. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to remember his name. Very unlike me to not remember his name. So, but to not remember names. So what he said is he gave this example of being that he went when he was 14. He went to a concert, and it had and everybody was so excited and everything, but you back when, and that was in the 60s, and you had to buy an 8-track. You might not know what that is if you're younger, but an 8-track used to be like this little cartridge, and you'd stick it in your dash like a cassette tape. And maybe you don't know what a cassette tape is, but you'll need to go look for that. Anyway, that was in the 60s. And so they had to buy that or the LP, the vinyl, the record, to recreate that experience of like that excitement of that concert. And there were like 30,000 peeparoos there. And then he had Grace Slick was part of that singing. So then he had the other experience that he talked about, which I don't think he was there, but he talked about how Billy Graham, and I've mentioned Billy Graham before, look the man up, but he was an evangelist, and his son is still speaking and moving peeparoos and moving their hearts and minds. But there were 70,000 people at that, and what they walked away changed. They didn't need to buy an 8-track. They didn't need to buy anything, a book or anything. They were moved. And I thought that helped me to see what I have been wanting to do for so long, to use my words to encourage, to heal, to help, to lift, to uplift, to show you that you are divine, that you're both spirit and human at the same time. What I teach is practical spirituality. That is the spiritual journey and the human experience, because we are both spirit and human at the same time. And it feels like we're just all human and no spirit sometimes because we feel stuck. And that's when we disconnect from source. We disconnect from our source, which is whatever you call the higher power. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you because it was so, it helped me immensely. And then this passage kind of flows with this because I talked a little bit about self-doubt and about believing in yourself and all of these things that are just so key to your success on planet Earth and your success at finding your purpose, knowing who you are, where you're going. Like, here you are now, where do you want to go? Where do you want to be like a year from now? When you look back, we talk about that, like look back and say, what did I do this year? I talk about the end of your life, but even like this year, go all the way to December and say, what do I want to look like? Like, what do I want to have happened in my life this year? And start moving towards that. So let's read the passage. I will not be stopped when this is actually, let me see what date. Today is, by the way, it's February. So let me see how this one flows. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to read this one, then I'm going to read the second one too, because I really love this one here. Let me read this passage. Okay. I will not be stopped when other people doubt me. I will not be held back by other people's fears. I have my goal. They have theirs. I have a road that is mine to follow, and I choose to believe in myself, follow my path, and keep going. And because I do, I will reach my goals, and I will win. You are a winner. You will reach your goals, and you will win. When you place your focus on what you want, you will win because you will achieve. So anyway, I'm going to wrap that up. I know I said a lot of things, but I was going to read the second one, but it's really dark. And I don't even know if you can see me at this point. It says more light required on there. So, and it's getting really dark here. Let me just turn on this light right here, and then maybe that'll work. Whoa, that's bright. Let's see. Then you can see out there. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, but it's going to be a little more windy. So I'll just finish up because it's really, really cold. And I'm going to read this one again. And this is from Dr. Shad Helmsetter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk. This is for January 30th. Today is actually February 1st. So, but I want you to, because I had headache, but this is a really good one. I just want you to understand how very powerful you are. And that self-doubt, the lack of self-esteem, the lack of a healthy self-esteem will stop you. You will have self-doubt. You will stop yourself in your tracks. Or you will slow down and then have self-doubt, and then you might not start again. So I will not be stopped when other people doubt me. I will not be held back by other people's fears. I have my goal. They have theirs. I have a road that is mine to follow, and I choose to believe in myself, follow my path, and keep going. And because I do, I will reach my goals and I will win. Isn't that beautiful? Whew, it's a little bit chilly. So we're going to go inside. And actually, I'm just going to tell you that I love you very, very mucho. I was going to go in the door, but I'm going to go ahead and say good night to you. And just let you know that you can do, be, change, have, create, become absolutely anything. You were born with unlimited promise and potential. You can find success in every single area of your life. You can you can excel in times of change. You can do it. You can believe in yourself when you change your self-talk. You can have that self-trust so that when you decide there's something that you want to do, you go do it. And you say, I got this. I can do it. Yes, there might be challenges. That's okay. That's how I grow. And you keep on going. But I just want to finish on what I said about Greg Braden. See, very unlike me not to remember names. Greg Braden. And what he said about those two, the using the words and having like Billy Graham, like moving people. They did not need to buy an 8-track or a CD, or if you go to a concert, you don't need to reinvent that feeling, of excitement, because you leave with, when somebody moves you, you leave because you become that, like you take a piece of that and you believe it. And that's what I want for you. That's what I want to do for you. Okay, I love you so very, very mucho. I'm going to go because it is freezing. And I love you so very, very mucho. And I know I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. And I missed you. So, and I'm much better. Not that you knew that I had a horrible, horrible headache. But anyway, I missed you. And we will see you tomorrow. See ya. Ciao.